Hi everyone, welcome to Tessa Treasures. Today there are a couple finds that I like to share with you. And the first one is a magazine called The Movie Story. And I'm going to go ahead and turn this over so you can see the date on here. It's from December 1942. So this is a pretty old magazine, super neat looking. And so this, you can see here, price for this type of magazine is 10 cents. So it's a price you wouldn't see today on any type of magazine. And on here you can see the title of this magazine is A Movie Story. So this is a type of magazine they had back then that would show articles that were from movies. So you can see it says Best Movies of the Month in story form. This is a monthly magazine that people would probably subscribe to back then. And so on the front here are some actors from back then. So I'm just going to go ahead and open this magazine. And so there's an advertisement, different types of advertisements. And this one here is a brand name of a soap called Camay. It's a soap that is still being sold today in the stores. And thought that was really neat to know that. So just going to turn pages here. Here we have an actor from back then, Judy Garland. On the bottom here, there's different pictures of actors in movies. I really enjoy watching classic movies, and if you do too, a lot of these actors will be familiar to you. We have an actor here, Betty Davis, and it looks like she was in a movie called The Talk of the Town. So that was an advertisement that they were showing on this movie here. So here you can see there's little articles of movie story gossip. Here on the bottom you can see that this is a movie called The Road to Morocco. There's different actors in this movie that they're showing here on the bottom. And so I really enjoy looking at these magazines if you're into vintage, and this gives you an idea of how hairstyles were worn back then and the type of dresses they did wear. So here are just more articles of different actors and some advertisements here. And here's another idea of dresses that were worn by women back then. You can see this style here. And on the left here are more examples of how women wore their dresses and the hats that they did wear. So let me just turn more pages here. Wow, just looking at her necklace, looks super neat. And her hairstyle, very, very pretty. And then you can see an example of how even men dress with their suits and their hats. And here we have a style of dress and hat in the purse that was from back in the 40s. And just different actors. Really pretty picture of Loretta Young. And so I'm just going to go ahead and turn more pages, and just they're showing different actors, really neat. And some of these will be familiar to you. Different, here's something a movie that was made back then, the Omaha Trail. And so they would take pictures of when they were making the movies. You can see that right in this page here. And different other types of advertisements. Oh wow, Pepsi. That's how Pepsi used to look back then. Their label. It's an advertisement for Pepsi, really neat. other types of pages here. And here at the bottom, wow, that's a familiar makeup to me, Maybelline. You still see something like that in the stores today. So that was the last page I was going to share with you. There's so much to share in here, but I'm going to go on to something else that I like to share. And I got a couple of brooches this year, and I wanted to share those with you. So the first one here is a brooch that is has pink diamonds in the center there. You can see that it looks like a type of marble style. In the back, you can see how the brooch looks. Really pretty pink. And the next one is an orange and gold. You can see the different types of colors in it. Some type of yellow in it as well. So that's, turn that around and you can see the back. Really pretty. And so I also came across some vintage earrings, and you can see they are like a blue diamond, and then the bottom is also like a light blue. They're blue and gold. So these are called clip-ons. These are earrings that they wore back then. Really pretty. And so the last piece I want to show you is actually a clip. And this is super old and really pretty. You can see that there are different colors in here. Blue, diamonds, and reds and greens. And there's some yellows. I'm just going to turn this around. You can see that that is a clip that they wear on their dresses or their blouses. Really pretty. So all these are really old brooches, and so they're vintage style. Really pretty. So on to the next items that I wanted to share with you. This is called it's a pen holder, and this is actually a Limoges brand from France. And I thought this is really pretty. It's got the different butterflies, very colorful. And then there's a yellow trim on it. Very, very pretty. And so on to the next piece I have here is a small plate, and it's got the pink rose on it with the gold trim. And on the back it says Kaiser, and it's made in Germany, and you can see there's a serial number on here. Very pretty piece. And so the next piece I want to show you is a trinket. Very pretty. On the front here you can see the painting is a Victorian painting. Very, very pretty. And then there's the gold trim around it. You can see how that looks. So this is the really super pretty. And so this is actually a Limoges from France, and it's got the bottom piece also has gold trim on it. You can see that. And just hold that so you can see. Really pretty. And so the last piece that I have here is also kind of similar to the previous one. And this is also like a Victorian painting. It's really pretty, super pretty. And it's got the gold trim on it. the lid. And so this is the bottom piece. And this says here, it's also it's made in France as well. It's a Limoges. You can see the label in the back. Really pretty pieces. So that was the last piece I wanted to share with you, and so this is the type of things that I enjoy collecting, vintage brooches and little trinkets like this that are Limoges brand. I really think they're really pretty. So I hope you enjoyed watching my channel, and so thank you so much for watching today.